should be a pretty good day. Yesterday was a great day, so it's always hard to top a really great day. What are the odds you're going to have a really, really great day after having a really great day? It seems pretty low, but not impossible. And so fingers crossed that today ends up being a really, really great day. First challenge of the day though is walking across this hardy stream. There's a log here, a nice girthy log that you get to walk across. I would say the rating of this log crossing is probably like an L5 plus. If you fall in, your day is over. You're done. You're just gonna sit in the car and wait for us to come back. But after we cross this log, we'll be bushwhacking through this forest. There is a trail somewhere in there. Somewhere in there is a trail, but I can't make heads or tails of where it might be. So we'll be going through there until we get to the Pacific Crest Trail, which is somewhere back there. And then from there, eventually the summit. Don't know the elevation of this mountain, and that's really not important because it's not very high. So it is what it is, and the best I can hope for is a really good day. We are at the transition point. We're going to put on our skis and leave our shoes. Only recently, while in Colorado, did I start to see shoes being hung up on trees and branches. I've never done this, but Ben is now telling me that it's something that needs to be done to avoid small animals from gnawing on your shoes. I have had an animal gnaw on the handlebars of my bike when I stashed it once, but I've never had my shoes attacked by wildlife. I am pretty sure they're incredibly salty, so I can see the appeal. But as of yet, it hasn't happened. So it's time to start hanging my shoes, I guess. And by the way, if you see a bunch of shoes hanging in a tree, just leave them be. Don't touch the shoes. Somebody will come back and get them. Finally, my first good view of the line we'll be skiing, which is this large open east face, and it looks amazing. Open, smooth, continuous. I think it's like 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet of downhill skiing in what looks like great conditions. We are on top of Mount McLoughlin, which every time I say that, I want to say it with a Scottish accent. Pretty easy, straightforward up if you could bypass the forest, but you can't. The descent's going to be amazing. I've got high hopes for the ski down. Also, lucky for us, the forecaster got it wrong in the right way, meaning it's a little bit more sunny than they had said it would be. I was fully prepared mentally to ski ice all the way down. But we're gonna go off this east face, climb back up, go down the south face, and then slog our way through the trees back to our car. Last mountain here in Southern Oregon, and luckily it's gonna be a half decent one. Just skied this right behind me, and if you squint really hard, you might be able to see our downhill tracks. The snow was perfect. A little bit of grip, a little bit of give. You got to dig in with your edges. It gets a 4-star somewhere on the internet. I agree with that, definitely 4 stars. Now we're going to climb back up and do a slightly different shot off of this volcano down towards our car, and then push our way through some forest. But snow conditions were absolutely ideal. Amazing. You can't beat these jagged volcanic structures here in the rock behind me. It's just so dramatic. It reminds me of the movie Kroll. We just finished skiing Mount McLoughlin, and it was great and all, but I feel like what we're about to do will be the most memorable part of today. I'm going to say it because I firmly believe that when you talk about the time you spent skiing Mount McLoughlin, you'll be like, dude, it was forever. We had to walk through those trees, but it'll be worth it. Unfortunately, the trees will be the last thing I remember. It'll be the lingering taste in my mouth as I leave Oregon. Three volcanoes in 3 days, the trifecta, living the dream. Hopefully,
you said it was the best snow you skied on a volcano, right?
I would probably agree with that. Middle Sister was pretty good. That's probably the only other. And actually the descent on Shasta was very dreamlike.
Very good snow today. 2 lines with mostly lovely smooth corn. There was certainly a cost of admission that perhaps could have been avoided had we understood the intricacies of the road system and what's plowed and what's clear, but we saw another car parked here and we thought this was the way, and you know what? We made it there, and I think despite what Danny had predicted, we're gonna remember the skiing a little bit more than the bushwhacking and clambering over all the deadfall.